So Marissa went to see a friend last night in Nashville, stayed overnight there, so it is me and Hensley today, most of the day. Marissa will be back at some point. Hi. Me and you, we're gonna do this thing, right? Fist bump.
Good job.
That's right, good job. Today is like the light switch in Tennessee. It's dropping 30 degrees today. The low tonight's gonna be like 21 degrees. And so I've got to start looking into making sure everything's ready for cold weather in this RV, and I get to make sure everything's ready in the Airstream as well.
Yummy.
I'm gonna go hide, you go count. No cheating, you better count. I don't hear you counting.
Yes, here I come. Can see. It's in the bathroom. And then bathroom.
Ah! You found me.
Meow. Moo. Give it. There. Not on fire.
Roar!
Hear it.
So the plan is, rather than winterizing the Airstream, I'm just gonna let the propane heat kick on when it needs to keep the temperature of the RV, you know, in that 35, 40 degree range, so I don't have to worry about pops underneath freezing. The way RVs work, the propane system is gonna heat, typically, I'm hoping that's the way this Airstream is. I know in our Class A it's the way it is, but your propane heat is enough to not only heat the RV, but it's also heating up the pops that are underneath the RV. So if you're looking for an RV, it's good to look for one with an enclosed belly if you're going to be in cold temperatures. Ideally, you don't want to be in cold temperatures any more than you have to be. But like our situation here, we want to be in Tennessee for the holidays. I mean, there's going to be some cold weather while we're here November, December. So like a lot of other things with RVing, you get the convenience of moving around, but if you're moving around, your hose and sewer and all that is sitting out exposed to the elements. This is the setup we had last year. I'm not saying this would work in any extreme winter circumstance, but for us in Tennessee, with, you know, lows in the, you know, maybe even in the teens, it seemed to hold up pretty well for us. The main concern for us, since we're not in extreme weather conditions, is the water hose. The sewer can also be a concern, but we have a really good slope here, and I didn't have any issues with the sewer last year. Some people even insulate their sewer, but it's been fine for us. I think if you're in a more extreme circumstance or don't have a really good slope to your sewer, it might be more of an issue. First, I use this heat tape. I wrap it around the water hose. Of course, it's plugged in, and that heats the hose. And then to hold that heat in, I put foam insulation around the water hose. You gotta have duct tape with just about any application. So I come behind that and wrap the, wrap the insulation with the duct tape just to keep it sealed a little bit better. And I mean, that's been good for us. Marissa's back from her wild night with the ladies. I'm sure they sat around, and because I know one or two of them's pregnant, so
one or two.
I missed her, and we keep talking about how we're never apart, and yet like half our videos, one of us is gone. So
every time we come back in town, we usually, as friends, get together. So it's good. You need some friend time, and Nathan and Hensley got some father-daughter time.
We got to hang out today. It was fun.
It was like 24 hours I was gone.
We made it. So Airstream update. We're making progress on the painting. Still not done with that, but it's coming along.
We're still trying to decide on flooring. We thought we had everything figured out, but then now we're thinking we might want something a little lighter, so we're gonna check another place.
This gray is what we were looking into. Believe it or not, this actually looked kind of organized at one point, but it's a giant mess now. But we're looking at this kind of darkish gray to go, and this was kind of our issue, is we've got this cream couch, and then we're doing the brushed nickel hardware, because we definitely didn't want to get rid of the couch, but we didn't feel like it fit the modern scheme as well as some of the other things. It's an awesome couch though. Like, it's super lightweight, super functional. It fits in the curve.
Very comfortable.
I couldn't imagine trying to replace that couch. So we're kind of working around the couch a lot. But yeah, so we're looking at a lighter gray We have not swapped out the hardware yet because a lot of it is bottlenecked by the gray that we're looking at.
This is the wall our TV and fireplace is on, so I wanted to do an accent wall. I found one with a pattern, but then I went back to like this kind of wood look, so it would be behind the TV fireplace. So I don't know, I'm kind of liking that it's neutral, but it gives a little bit of texture to the room, and I could do whatever pattern I wanted for. If I wanted a pattern on the curtains or the bench, it would go with it.
The fireplace will go kind of right here. The TV will go above that. Of course, we took the giant dinette out, and our thinking was like, okay, where are we at most of the time? What do we want to sit on? And honestly, like in our current RV, we love the couch. The couch is super comfortable. So we know we're going to be on the couch like 90% of the time. So we figured, why not build off of that? So what we're going to do is with the couch here, we're going to use a seat that we already have. We're going to have a fold-up table here that's going to fold down and then fold up. And then these benches give us the flexibility. So this bench could be swung around like that. Maybe a little bit farther back, but you get the idea. The table will be right here. And so when we eat, Hensley could either have a chair here or she could share a seat here, sit here, whatever. But we've got seating for all of us in this one area with a table that folds out. And we really like the table too, because if Marissa wanted to work, she could be on the couch here working on this table here. And then there's another table that goes over here that also folds up, and I could be sitting over there working on it there. We'd be facing the TV and the fireplace, which would be, you know, pretty cool, right?
Yeah. I think what was important to us too, not only is where are we going to be comfortable in sitting, but we wanted to be able to eat as a family. So we wanted to keep a family table time.
So we got two different style benches. They're both the same length. Scott is so awesome. He's helped us custom build these. And we did not want to downsize trash cans again. So the trash can could fit in here. And when you need to open it up, you can just quickly open it up, throw the trash in, put it back down. This could be used for any other sort of storage we want. This is our shoe solution, is this other bench right here. You just pop that down real quick, and you've got two different stackable areas for our shoes. Of course, these are going to be finished out. They're going to have cushions on top, each one. Marissa will be in charge of making them look awesome. And this is what's cool too. The benches, let's say if we have people coming over and we want more seating, we can just slide the benches together, and we've got extra seating right there against the wall. And we've also got seating over here. So you've got seating all the way around. You could comfortably sit, 6 or 8 people in here if you wanted to.
I mean, to entertain in a small space, I mean, I think we could do it. I think we could have people over for meals, and it would be comfortable when it's just us. I think it's going to be good.
It seems crazy simple to just have a couple of benches be like the heart of what we're doing, but they're so flexible. They're movable. They could even be used as an ottoman to put your feet on probably if you wanted to. You store stuff in them. They move around. There's a lot of flexibility with them.
We thought we would try that out. I'd thought of multiple options. I'd thought about putting a bar table up and then some bar stools, and but then we would lose our storage. And then, we thought about a table and chairs, but this just seemed like the best way to get storage, versatility, seating, and then still keep everything open so we feel like we have, maximum space.
And we're excited too because we really wanted the homey feel of the fireplace, and we get that with the benches. We wouldn't get that with some of the other options.
And the benches aren't permanent either. So
No.
if we start using them and we're like, okay, this is not what we thought, then, we could totally go with something different.
I think at least layout wise, we've made some decisions in here, so that's big for us. And now we just got to narrow down the floor.
I'm ready to see the pretty stuff. I keep telling Nathan that, right now it just kind of looks like a mess and everything's unfinished, and it feels sometimes like it's not going to come together. We've done a lot of houses, and so I feel like we felt that way before, and it comes together. This is very hard for me. I'm ready to see floor and cabinets and curtains, and
If Marissa had her way, she'd lay the floor first, and then I'd have to work around it the whole time. So I'm
I
like, we
wanted
can't
to
lay
buy-
the floor before we paint, Marissa.
I wanted to buy bedding today. That's how excited I am. Like, I'm ready.
Grief, girl, calm down. Our goal is to brighten it up, open it up, and I feel like so far what we're thinking of doing will do that for us. It may not seem like a lot of seating or seem like a lot of space, but there's 2 of us and a toddler. So on a day-to-day basis, you figure out what's most important for your family, work around that, and then figure out the other stuff next. That's the way minimalism works. What's most important, put it in the front, and let everything else work around that.
I mean, we use the outdoors for our space too.
Yeah,
so
it really
we've
is.
actually got a ton of space because we're outside and we use our house for sleeping and, you know, maybe a little bit of like downtime or working and playing. But I mean, for the most part, this is our sleeping area and eating. So we didn't need a lot of space.
Well, that's where we are so far on the Airstream, and we'll just keep chipping away at it. And we'll catch you guys later.